Hi guys, I'm Lori Searle, aka Lady Yoga, and this is my very last Yoga Quickies episode of the year, where you tell us what you want out of your yoga or fitness routine, and we deliver it to you in 5 minutes or less. This is specifically my last one of the year because I'm super excited to announce my very first training in Body Pact workshop, a workshop specifically designed for those people who are afflicted by eating disorders. My nonprofit that I started in 2012 was just a few years shy of my last recovery from an eating disorder. Over my 40 plus years living, I never had the tools to manage the triggers that were associated with my eating disorder, even as a yoga teacher for over a decade. So creating this nonprofit was a way for me to give back to other people that were still suffering, and to use all of my experience and strength and hope to hopefully inspire those get the help that they need to battle their illness. Eating disorders are no joke. They afflict men, women, children, adults, all walks of life. And it's not the way you look that makes you have an eating disorder. And it's not just rich young girls that live in wealthy areas of the country. Eating disorders afflict many, many people. I have articles and statistics that I have posted down below, but I also would like to share that in November I will be doing my first training for yoga teachers who want to broaden the spectrum of their teaching and perhaps bring the Body Pact workshop into clinics in their area. You can do this workshop in Los Angeles the first weekend of November, and that information is also below. And you can also do it online. It's a 25-hour continuing education program for yoga teachers that are interested in bringing these programs into schools and to clinics. And it is a great joy for me to share this with people. And again, I'm just sharing my experience and strength and hope here, and hopefully making a difference in being able to help people on their journey as well. So I'm going to put 5 minutes on the clock, and we're just going to do a few relaxing techniques that I found helpful, even as I have the journey through recovery, that help me manage my triggers. Some people might disagree with me, but I still feel like ED is a part of my life. She's like a buddy that sits with me in the other room with the door shut. She's always there, reminding me of my past, but I'm right here in the present. When I've lost my way, I felt ungrounded. When I lost my purpose, I felt ungrounded. So sometimes I just sit and ground myself, feeling the energy of the earth beneath me supporting. Sometimes if my friends or my family aren't around, I know that Mother Earth, without sounding esoteric or ethereal or too yogi, that Mother Earth, the ground beneath me, is supporting me. The Muladhara chakra, that root chakra below, is the thing that grounds us to the earth and connects us with people around us. When that gets off center and we get off balance, anything can be triggered, and sometimes our eating disorder. So sitting still here in this position is super helpful for me. Sometimes I just want to get present in my body, and I'll just do little circles. Sometimes we call this a seated cat-cow, rounding and arching through the spine. I know for me, the last place I wanted to be was in my body, when I was fighting and dealing with mental triggers, things that would happen in my life that would make me depressed. I didn't want to take drugs. I didn't want to talk to anybody. I just wanted to withdraw. Even as a yoga teacher, I found it very, very difficult to do my job. I sought counseling, and I sought the help of some really great groups within the Los Angeles area to help me. And finally, 5 years later, I'm recovered. So these little circles help me get back into the body I was fighting to get out of so badly. A little heart opening goes a long way in allowing us to be receptive and open. Just interlacing the fingers back behind and opening up through the heart. You can also have the support of a mat underneath you and just lay down, feeling the whole support of the earth underneath the heart. Also for someone who deals with anxiety, so you'll take this right underneath your shoulders and lay down with the arms open. This also helps to regulate my breath, taking deep breaths in and out through the nose, or in and out through the mouth. Just helping to slow it down. A supine pigeon Helps to open up through the hips. Again, stretching through the lower part of our body, feeling ourselves grounding and opening. Just taking a few minutes out of our day to really open up the body and be receptive. When we're still and when we're clear, we can actually hear the signs, hear the things that we need to do to help ourselves be healthy. It's not the only salve, but it's something. Walking the feet back so you can sort of touch your heels. A nice supine bridge, elbows along the sideways, just lifting up through the hips, helps to energize and relieve some of those feelings of anxiety. Even garland pose, sitting with the knees nice and wide. If the heels lift, you can always support yourself with the heels lifting on your mat. Maybe closing the eyes and breathing deeply in and out through the nose. A warrior pose, taking the heels in line, back foot to the floor, and stretching the arms towards the sky. Makes you feel strong from the inside out. Of course, we want to do the other side as well. A crescent lunge, if you're feeling a little bit on the weak side, and I don't mean weak in here, I just mean we're not feeling as strong within, is also a nice option. And then the feeling of surrender. Surrendering to something greater than us, and knowing that when we do get the help and the support we need, that we can tap into our highest purpose. You can use your mat and find child's pose with the knees wide, forehead on the arms. Try to give yourself a few minutes a day to just come into the body. Sitting here, I also like to do a little bit of alternate nostril breathing. It helps balance, thanks timer, it helps balance the parasympathetic and sympathetic nervous system. The place where fight or flight meets that rest and digest and feeling nice and even. So just taking the pointer finger and the thumb of the right hand, closing off the left with the pointer, the right with the thumb. Taking an inhale and an exhale. Then closing off the left and inhaling through the right. Holding right and exhaling left. Inhaling left. Closing and exhaling right. Inhaling right. And exhaling left. Inhaling left. And exhaling right. See if you can do 3 to 5 minutes of that if you do have the time, with the exhale out the right, and just sitting with a nice still point of focus and taking some deep breaths. If you do have the time, I'll just take a pad and paper after just sitting here in quiet with a still point of focus or closed eyes to just free write anything that comes to my mind. It could be the list of things to do, the list of things I don't, or just whatever's coming into my mind, just to get it out. So that's my yoga quickies for dealing with eating disorders. It's way more than that, and I know I needed way more than that, especially as a yoga teacher with an eating disorder. It is my honor to have F.E.D, Fight Eating Disorders. It has been a battle of love. It is not easy running a nonprofit. It's not easy getting out there, and it's actually not easy helping people. So hopefully some of these little tools will be helpful for you. If they're not helpful, that's okay too. I hope that at least maybe if you watch this, you'll want to get the help that you need. You'll know that you're worthy of getting the help that you need to live your purpose, live your highest self, and share that with other people. If you are a yoga teacher interested in training with me with F.E.D and getting your certification in Body Pact, please feel free to subscribe below on the YouTube channel or just message me here on the website, fighteatingdisorders.org. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this special Yoga Quickies. It's been an honor to serve you for the last year. I know a lot of this has been a little bit rogue, The quality has not been great, but it is my absolute passion and purpose, my dharma, to share yoga with as many people as possible, allowing people to find the yoga in their everyday, their fitness in their everyday, their peace, their purpose, and their passion in their everyday. It's there. I know it because I'm doing it. I feel it every day. All right, not every day. Sometimes I feel like crap. But then I tap back in, back into the earth, back into my practice, back into my breath, and I'm right there again. Thanks, guys, so much. Namaste.